Today I'm going to be sharing all the different color metal disc. Hi everyone, it's Cecilia. Welcome back to the channel. If you heard that intro, today I'm going to be sharing all of these different color of metal disc. So grab your favorite drink and snack because this may take a little while. And I'm going to go ahead and move these all over to my filming desk and I will be right back. Today I'm sharing a different type of video with you guys. So whether you're a happy planner metal disc collector, or if you're a planner who just likes to see all the beautiful metal discs that are out there, then you're in the right place and this video is for you. So this video was requested by one of my subscribers, Melanie. Melanie, thanks so much for requesting this video. And she wanted to see all the different metal disc, along with she wanted to know where they came from. So before doing this video, I did some updating of my disc because I used to hold them with a little piece of washi tape, but now what I did is I put these little tags from Dollar Tree on them, just so that I could see them better, because what was happening with the washi tape is it was smearing off. So that's what I did in order to kind of get everything a little bit more organized. But I also wanted to mention that I have my planner here. And the reason I have my planner here is because I created, let's see if I can find it here, is I created a new list. This has Happy Planner metal disc. Oh, so sorry if you can see it, but I created this because if you've seen my videos in the past, my setup videos, I had this list of the disc I wanted and the disc I already had. So I decided to take those lists and create a big list of all of the metal discs that I know that came out from the Happy Planner. So this is 5 pages long, I think, but I did print it to fit in here. So if it was a big size, it wouldn't be that many pages. And I did forget to print them back to back. So that's what I did. And this is kind of what I'm going to use to kind of go through this disc process. I also may make this available to you guys if you guys have an interest in having this. I just have to figure out how to do that. So that's what I'm going to be using today to kind of go through this process of sharing the disc. So I'm not going to go through this list in order because I pulled out the medium size disc, which I call classic size, but they do call them medium on the Happy Planner website. So that's how I listed them. So we're going to go through the medium size disc first. And then depending on how long this video gets, I may cut it into a part 2 and go through the expander disc and the mini disc. But if it's not too long, then I will just go ahead and go through them all together. But first, we're going to go through the classic size disc, or what Happy Planner calls the medium size disc. Okay, so I'm going to move these out of the way because I think I was going to follow the list, but I think what I want to do is go through the Target rainbow disc first so that you can see the colors, because then what I want to do is I want to kind of compare them to the other colors that are available. So let's do that first. And also I wanted to mention, as you can see, I have my disc organized in these containers. These containers are containers that I had picked them up a long time ago at the 99-cent only store for $2.99. I had actually picked them up because I was using them for some classes that I was doing. And when I stopped doing those classes, I converted them over to my metal disc. But as you can see with all these discs here, I am quickly growing out of these because I don't have that much space left. So I may have to convert these into a different storage area. But that's what I have my metal disc in right now. And it's worked fine to have them sitting on one of my desk here in my craft room. Okay, so let's go ahead and go through these rainbow discs. So these are the infamous Target Student Planner rainbow disc. And this is exactly how they came on the planner. You had a pink, a red, a yellow, a green, a turquoise, a blue, purple, lavender, and pink. There were 2 sets of pinks on that Target planner. And I happened to pick up these planners, and I have a complete set of each of these colors because I don't remember how long ago after Zulily had a sale for the Target planner, and it was $7 for the Target planner. So at that time, I ended up picking up 9 of them so that I can have a complete set of discs. That's how I came across my set of each of these discs. But now we know that Happy Planner has created some of these colors, and some of them are pretty similar to these, but these are those infamous Target Student Planner discs. And I'm wondering if I should put maybe I need to bring them closer. That's what they look like there. And I'm wondering if I need to bring a white paper under here. Let me grab one real quick just so you guys can see a little better. Let's see, is that going to be better for you guys to see the colors? Yeah, so those are the colors. And like I mentioned, I do have a set of each. So we have the blue, we have the red, and they are all labeled Red Target Student Planner. And let me show you the others, just so you can see the sets. This is the purple, whoops, the lavender, and this is the yellow. This is a lighter shade of the gold, and I'll share that here in just a minute. But I have the other one here, and then honestly, guys, I don't know what I did with the other 7. I think they're on a mini planner somewhere, but I have to go through my stash and see where they're at. But that's the yellow color. And we're going to compare these. That's why I want to show them to you now. This is the turquoise. And this is the green. Really pretty colors. And then here is the hot pink. So you see how pretty those are? And there was 2 sets of hot pink. Well, there was 2 hot pinks on the planner. So I have 2 sets of those. Okay, so those are the Target ones. We're going to go ahead and put these. Maybe I'll just keep these out so that I can compare them. Let me move these out of the way here. So let's go through these blues first. Where should I go? No, let's just go from this side. I'm going to start from this side. So these are black disc, and these came from, I don't know what's better to, let me move that to that side. And these came from the black, the Go-Getter Happy Planner Girl. It was the black one. It had like a leopard print, I believe, and that's where these came from. So those are really pretty black ones. And then also Happy Planner came out with some black ones. I don't remember if this was in a Be Happy box or if it came by itself. I think it came by itself. At least that's how I have it. So these are the ones from the planner box. There's one thing that I wanted to mention about these discs and the original disc that came out. These original discs that came out on the Happy Planner Girls, to me, and I could be wrong, but to me, they are a tad bit thicker. They have more of a lip, and you could feel it. Like I can feel the difference in the width of these discs. And that's how I know which ones are my Happy Planner Girls. I had always kept them separate and labeled, so I know which ones are which. But if you wanted to compare them, like just pressing down on these right here, I can tell that this one over here is a bit wider than this one here. So that is a good way. If you wanted to tell if it's the original, that's a good way to tell. I mean, I don't know why you would need to know, but that's just a tip in case you did want to know. But they are a bit wider. You can tell the lip on these is a little bit wider than on the others. The next set is the mint green, and this came from the Daydreamer. So these are the original ones from the Daydreamer, and she was a Happy Planner Girl too. So those are those. And then also Happy Planner came out with some more mint ones in a Wildflower Be Happy box, and I have those as well here. And these I still have in the box because since I have those, I wasn't sure if I was going to keep these, and they've been in my stash. So, but you can see, let's see if you can see. They look similar. Let me grab one out here. But I'm going to tell you that this one is a little more green. At least as I'm looking at it here, This one has more of a silver green tint, and this one is a little bit more green. And you probably can't see that on camera, and it may just be a variation of the colors when they created these, but I can see the difference when I'm looking at them here. And I don't know if you guys can see them. Let me put them down here. Let me take one of these off so you can see. But it's a slight difference. This one has a little more green, and this is from the Wildflower Be Happy box. And you may not be able to tell because of the light, but you can see it in person. So there's that. I hope you guys grabbed your snacks and your drinks because, like I mentioned, this would probably take a little while. But I wanted to do an extensive go through of these discs. Also, I wanted to say that JoJo over at Mojo Jojo Plants, she also does a video where she shares her disc, and she has quite the collection as well. So you can check her out too. But I like I said, I had a request from a subscriber. Again, thanks Melanie for requesting to share this video. So I am sharing all my metal disc. So here are the Jade Pearl. This is a box set. So that's how I label it, Jade Pearl box set. And these tags that I mentioned, they're from Dollar Tree. I picked them up at Dollar Tree, and so are these rings. They're from Dollar Tree. So this is the beautiful jade set. The next set, I'm going to keep these out because it is different. This is the Ocean Blue from the Adventure Calls bundle. Now, I wanted to say that's another reason why I have my planner out, because here they are, those beautiful Ocean Blue disc. I also wanted to mention that, hold on, let me turn my page here. So there are some ocean color discs on the Bohemian Brights, and then also one of the Bridgerton A Year to Shine planners that came from Amazon. And those are called Ocean. When I looked up the name on these, when Adventure Calls came out, it did say Ocean Blue disc. So I don't know if those discs are the same. I do not have them to compare them, but there is a very good possibility that those Ocean discs on the Bridgerton planner and on the Bohemian box are the same as these, but I don't have them to compare. So I wanted to mention that. Let's move on to the next ones here. The next ones are new to my collection. These are the Sunset Blush Sunburst and a Sunburst cutout, and this was the Cat Coke Retro Sunset Be Happy box. If you guys saw my haul, my summer Happy Planner summer haul, I just picked these up in there, and these are really pretty, and I want to compare them to the copper, so I will leave them out here. But let's see, next we are going to go to these metallic Mickey Mouse box set. So these, they are labeled as metallic on the website. I like to call them chocolate because they look like a chocolate to me. I don't know if you guys can see that, but they really look like a chocolate. So these are metallic, and I labeled them metallic because that's their original name. But to me, they look chocolate, so I also put chocolate. But they are a really pretty color, if you can see that. And they're the Mickey cutouts. So we're going to put those back. And I wanted to leave those others out because I want to compare them. I want you to see the comparison between the copper. So these are a more of an orangey pink than the copper. So if you can see that there. Hopefully you're seeing this. Yeah, you can see it in the video. But yeah, these are more of an orangey pink color than the copper ones. And these are the copper ones here. These came from the Seasons of Color planner. But also there is another planner that has these as well. And well, actually there's two other planners. The Papillon planner also has these, and I have that one here too. And I did compare them, and they are identical. They're the same type of copper. And then also the Be Happy box, the apricot, I can't say that, Apricot Dreams also has copper. Again, I do not have that one, so I can't compare them, but they are probably pretty similar. Let me put these other ones back here. And the next ones are also new to my collection. These are the Chai Spice. And as you can see, they are very pretty. They almost have like a, what is it? Almost, I want to say like a frost, but it's not really a frost, but they are really pretty. So these are the Chai Spice, and they came in a box set. Okay, so there is one container. We've gone through one of these containers. Okay, so the next ones we are going through are going to be the blue and purple colors. So let me pull these out here. I'm going to move these back. We're out of the way. And this is where we're going to have to do a little comparing because we have quite a few blues. Okay, so these blues right here, these are the ring or the O cutouts. As you can see there, they're the O cutouts. Let me move this so you're not distracted by those. These are the O cutouts, and they came on the Cyanotype 12-month planner. Very pretty. This is a very pretty blue. It's like almost like a royal color blue. And I don't have the exact color because they came from the planner, and I don't think Happy Planner notes what color they are other than blue on there. So those are really pretty. I'm going to leave those off to the side. Okay, so these are the Azure Snowman cutout. These are really pretty as well. This is a different color blue than that one there. As you can see, they're very pretty. And that's what they look like there. I'm trying to show you guys from different angles of the color, but they're very pretty. I'm going to leave them out so we can kind of compare them afterwards. These are the Mickey Mouse Indigo set. And all these three blues that I've already taken out are different for sure. So this is the Indigo set. I'm trying to lay that one down so you guys can see. And that's what it looks like there. Very pretty. Very pretty set too. So that's different too. So let's move on to these, and then we'll look at them all together. So these are the blue that came off of the Stargazer Deluxe Monthly layout. These are, the cover was blue-green, but look at how pretty these are. Aren't they beautiful? Aren't they so pretty? And let me just compare these to the Target planner. So you can see there, they're very similar. Very, very similar. So that's them there. So yeah, they are very similar to those. So we're going to put those back aside. And then we'll just put them all out to compare them. These here are the Periwinkle. These came from the Get Crafty Taupe bundle. And look at how pretty. And again, these are very different than the other colors we've shared so far. Very pretty. The blue, it's just kind of a light blue, but it has more of a purple tint to it because you're going to see some other ones here. Now these blue ones are from the these are light blue. I'm calling them light blue. They came on the Kind Faith planner from 2020 to 2021. It was an 18-month planner, and they are very light blue. And as you can see, they differ from all the blues that we have here so far. So I have two. I'm going to do one more set of these blues, and then we'll compare them because the others are very different. Okay, so these blue ones are from Graceful Heart, and even these are different. We'll compare them here in just a second, but these are more of a bright blue, very pretty bright blue. And the Graceful Heart planner, that's the one with all the different colors on it. These, I don't even know how to explain these, but these are very, very pretty. So let's take a look at these. I'm going to try to put them in, well, I was going to say I'm going to try to put them in order, but you can clearly see the difference when you put them down, that they're all very different color blues. So let's see these. So are you guys seeing that? They're all very different. Like even these, you may not see it on camera, but these have more of a bright blue purple, where these are more of a like a navy. And then these are the are these periwinkle? Yeah, these are the periwinkle, but they differ from the light blue because he's more of a purple tint. And then you have the azure snowman and the periwinkle. Again, these have more of a purple silver, where these have more blue. And then these obviously are really different. This is the darkest blue that we have, and that's looks like a navy. And then these are the Mickey indigos. So yeah, they're all very different. And I may have just mixed them all up, but that's okay. We'll just throw them back in here. And we'll go to the next one. I think I may have had 3 sets in here. Okay, I'm just putting them back so that we can move on to the next sets. Okay, so these next ones are new to me. These are the, whoops, there's a piece of washi on there. These are the Blue Pansy Starburst cutout, and they're a collab with Bug Robin's Blooming with Pride, and these are the blue cutouts. And as you can see, we did not have any colors that look similar to that, but we do have some down here that I'll leave these out so we can compare them. But look at how pretty those are. You guys seeing that? Very pretty color. So I'm going to leave those out so we can compare them. Oh. So these here are the teal disc, and they came in a box set. And the reason I know these are the teal is because I only have turquoise that came on planners, and this one does have 11. So these are the teal, and we are going to compare them. Let's see this. See, they are really different. These are more teal than the Starburst cutouts. So let's compare them to the teal in the Target planner. So these are the teal in the Target planner, and you can see that they are very different. These are more of a, these are brighter, and these are a lot lighter. So I don't know if you guys can see that. Let's see if I can share that with you guys here. But they are different. They're a different color. And even though this is teal, it's really not a teal color. It's more just of a lighter turquoise, it seems. But those are the teal ones. Okay, so now we are going to put these back, and we're, oops, that thing is falling. Put those back for now. We are going to move on to the purple, and these are from the 2021 Stargazer Deluxe Planner. There they are there, really pretty. That's a really pretty color purple. Let's compare these to the other purples, because I think there is a slight variation. So these are the purples from the Target Student Planner, and there is a slight difference in the color. This one looks more like it has a violet, can't say the word. It looks like it has more of a violet tint in it, where these look true purple, at least in my opinion. That's the way they look to me. You can take a look here for yourself and see if you can see the difference, but in person they do look a little bit more like they have a violet tint, and these look more true purple. So we'll put those aside. And then these here are my violet disc. I actually have these on a planner. Let me grab it. What did I do with it? These are actually on my hand lettering planner. So here they are here. Really pretty. These are the colors. And these came in a box set. I don't think, oh yeah, I did write it. These are violet, and they are in a box set. So I don't know, these are not available anymore. I know that. So there's that set, and that's a really pretty color. Okay, so let's move on. I don't know. I'm going to have to find a spot for, oh, let's put them in here because there's only white here. We'll put those there. And then these are white. They were a box set, but these are not the winter white. Happy Planner also has a winter white that has kind of like a little frost on it, but these are the regular white ones. So there's not much to those, but there is a white set. And then next we are going to go to the gold color. And the first one I'm going to share is, why do I have another piece of washi here? The washi, because I had them labeled with washi, so it must have just stuck there. So these are also new to me. These are the Joy cutout. These are gold. That's the official color, but they do really look yellow because these are a little bit brighter than the gold ones, any of the gold disc. But that is it. It's a Joy cutout box set that's from the Happy Planner, and they are still available, I believe, on the website. And then these here, these, as you can see, they're very, very different. These I call light yellow, and these came from the Modern Wild 18-month deluxe planner. It's almost like a yellow silver is what I call these, because, and it could just be a variation of their gold. Something might have happened, or if that's supposed to be the color, but these are very different than any other gold that I have in my stash. And I'm going to share with you guys. Here's another set of gold, so you can see the difference. And this is the gold that you are seeing probably now on most of the planners that come with gold disc, because I have a lot of planners that have this color disc right here. And then if we compare it to the yellow on the Target Student Planner, it is a little bit lighter than that. I don't know if you guys can see it, but in person, it is a tad bit lighter than this gold. This one has definitely more of a gold base to it. This one has more of a yellow base to it. So those are the gold that we have, but we also have the gold metal disc that came on the Bridgerton Planner. This is a recent purchase for me. I've had it for a month or two, but I haven't taken it apart. I haven't used it yet. But these are also gold. If you can see there, they are gold, but they have that B cutout. So I hope you're seeing that. It's a B cutout there. Really cute, and I love this planner and these discs. So we have like four different, well, actually, no, yeah, four different shades of gold yellow, because this one is a little bit different than that one there. So, and then these look more like this color here, although it looks a little bit duller. So the gold does vary, but gold can be gold. And then this one here is the yellow one, and that's the light yellow. So I'm going to set this back aside. And those are the gold. So let me move them back out of the way. Let me see where we're at as time goes. Oh yeah, we're already at 30 minutes. So we're definitely going to have to do a part 2 of this to go through the others, which would be the minis and the expander disc. So the next set that we're going to go through are the silver. And the first set that I have is a Work Plus Life. And this is from the Big Minimalist Planner. And these are silver, and they have the O cut out. Also, I wanted to mention that the Work Plus Life also has a gold color and a black. I didn't mention that as I went through them, but they also have a gold and a black in the Work Plus Life. I don't know if there's any other colors. If you guys are aware of any other colors in the Work Plus Life, let me know, but that's what I'm familiar with. So we're going to set those aside. And then these are the silver box set, and these really are silver. They have like a grayish tint to these though. They have like a gray tint to them. But they are silver. I mean, the inside looks more gray. And then this set, I'm going to be honest with you guys, I do not know where this set came from. 2, 4, 6, 8. It came from a planner because there's 9 of them. But do you see that color? It's almost like a very muted silver. And my tag is blank because I did not know where they came from. And I put them in the silver category because they look more silver to me, but they're very like a dull silver. So maybe that's what they are, a dull silver. But it is different than this color. This one almost looks like it has a green hue to it. And then it is very different than this color. So I kept them separated. So I have 3 sets of silver. I don't know if you guys know where that set came from. Let me know. So there's the silver. And now we're going to move on to the rose gold. Okay, and the rose gold, it does vary. So this rose gold right here came from 2020-2021 Wild Style Planner. And as you can see, it has it is rose gold. It has a brownish, more of a tan tint to it. Where this one is from a Happy Planner box set, it is also labeled rose gold, but this one looks more like a champagne to me because this one more has a little hint of pink. So you can see the difference. I don't know if you can tell online on the video, but this one has a little bit more of a rosy tint to it, where this one has more of a brown tint. But they are both labeled as rose gold. So you are going to find variations of the rose gold color within your metal disc. So I think this one should have been labeled like champagne because that's what it looks like to me. And this one probably rose gold. So those are the 2 rose gold. I don't think there's any other variations than that, but if you guys know of any, let me know. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the last one here. And this is a rainbow set. So I wanted to mention that Hobby Lobby has this box set of rainbow. Happy Planner also has one. I do not know if they're the same rainbow set, but I have the one from Hobby Lobby. So these are a different set of colors, and I will kind of compare some of these. And I don't know if the other one is the same, but this is the one from the Hobby Lobby. So let me know, guys, if the Hobby Lobby box set and the Happy Planner one is the same or different. But those are some really pretty colors. Look at this green. That is a beautiful green. And I wish they would come out with that green because we don't have that green. And this was a set that I never picked up the extra sets to make a complete set. But the blue, this blue does kind of look like, let me see. Where is that? Let's compare it to these. Oh, these are the periwinkle. That's not the one I wanted. This is the Faith one. And I think this is the blue that it gets mostly compared to. But as you can see, this is more of a blue silver, where this one's more of a blue. So those are very different. Those are very different. And the periwinkle is more purple. So these are more like a blue silver. And I don't have that complete set. And then these gold, these green are really pretty. Let's compare this pink one. The pink one is pretty much the same. I mean, you can see a slight difference there. Like this one has more like a violet pink, but they're hot pink. So that's the Hobby Lobby rainbow set. And this one, we'll compare this one here shortly. I'm going to leave it out for now. And then the next one. So this is a new to my collection too. This is the Rosy Flower Cutout. This is the box set from Happy Planner. So this is one of the newer ones. As you can see, it's really pretty. It's different. And then let me move that out of the way and then we'll compare these. So this is the Rustic Blooms. This came on a big photo journal. So there should be 11 of these. Yep, there's 11 of them, and it came out on a big photo journal. So that's a really pretty color. I don't know if you can see it there, but it is different than that rosy color. So we'll compare them here at the end. So we're going to put that one aside. And then this is the one I think is similar to that rainbow. This is from the Vintage Botanicals 18-month planner. It was a black cover, really pretty. This was one of the first ones that came out with the blush disc. And I think that these are called blush. So you can see there, this one kind of looks like this one. So I think this is the same one. As you can see, it looks pretty similar. That looks the same to me. So these were the ones from Vintage Botanicals. And Originally they were called Blush. I don't know if that's the true name for them, but they are very pretty. And let's compare them. So here we have the photo journal. And as you can see, these are more pink. These are more of a like coral blush. And these are more pink. And then if we pull in the rosies, the rosy cutout, those are way more pink than any of these. So those are your three different colors there. So let me go ahead and put these in here. Wait, I must have mixed something up because I didn't have this much room earlier. Or maybe I did. So we'll put these in here. And that's all of the ones that I have handy. But let's go back to this list real quick because I wanted to share some other things with you guys. So since I have the list here, the black we went through, oh no, those are expanders. Medium, we went through the black Go-Getter. Kind and Brave planner also has a pair of black metal disc. I do not have those. And then the box set we went through, the Target Student, the blue, we went through that. We went through Stargazer, Graceful Heart, Blue Pansy. Trying to see which ones we didn't go through. Copper, Seasons of Color, Copper, we went through those. Oh, there's a Homesteader that also has copper. And then there's a Sage planner that has gold. There's a Big Hustle and Heart that has gold. Socialite has gold. There's a Daily Undated Monthly that has gold. Feels Like Sunshine, the Stress Management Planner, has gold. The Go-Getter, the Happy Planner Girl, has gold. I have a lot of these, but because the gold is very similar, I didn't take them all out. I just wanted to kind of share with you guys the main colors, but the gold on these is very similar. So the Socialite also has a set of gold. Homebody Seasons has gold. The Chintz Score has gold. Woodland Seasons has gold. Grounded Magic has gold. Socialite, I might have put that in there twice. No, there are two Socialites. Spread Some Joy has gold. Modern Farmhouse has gold. There was a 2020 Stargazer that had gold. I have Big Hustle and Heart in here twice. Work Plus Life has gold. Miss Maker, the Happy Planner. So this was the newer version. It's kind of like a reddish cover, has gold. Let me move this a little bit more. The Bridgerton, we went through that. Oh, and then there's also a gold floral cutout from the Bridgerton Be Happy box. I don't have that one, so I didn't get to mention that. So now what I'm doing is just going through the medium size that we didn't get through. There's also a green on the Feeling Festive, and I think those greens are a little bit darker than the ones that I have. I could be wrong, but I don't have them. Those are going to have to be added to my collection. The Trendsetter Happy Planner Girl has hot pink. The Glam Girl has hot pink. The Supermom has a hot pink. Miss Maker, the Happy Planner Girl, they had hot pink. The Encourager has hot pink. And hot pink. There was a box set with hot pink as well. And then that's the Target Studer, Joy Cutout, Lavender. Yeah, we went through lavender. The Glam Girl also has lavender, but these two lavenders were pretty much the same. I did compare them because I do have this one. Light blue, light yellow, we went through those. We went through the Mickeys. I have Mickey Mouse. Oh, there's a Mickey Mouse champagne color, that chocolate champagne color, also in a Disney Be Happy box. Mickey Mouse Gold. Oh, this one should have been up there. Mickey Mouse Indigo. I think I try to keep them together. Oh no, that's not the champagne. The champagne is the other color. The metallic is the one that I have. So Mickey Mouse Red, the mint green, we talked about the mint green. The ocean, we talked about ocean. Oh, the Pearl Powder Sea Glass, I do not have those. Those are like that really light green. And then the Pearl Powder Wisteria, I do not have those. Those are those lavender color ones. The Pumpkin Cutout, I do not have those. Those are a box set. And I'm trying to think. There is another red box set that you can get on Happy Planner. And then there is a box set that came with the Be Happy box, the Plan with Love Be Happy box. I had those and I destashed them at one time. And then there's a rose gold box set, which I think I shared. And then there's a rose gold on the 2020 hand lettering planner. There's a rose gold on the Glam Girl, the one with the teal cover. There's a rose gold on the Daydreamer, the Happy Planner Girl. There's a rose gold on the Big Photo Journal. That's the one with the camera on the front. There's a rose gold color on the Faith Warrior. There's a rose gold color on the, I put that twice. I need to go back through this and fix it up. And then we did the rosy flower cutout, the silver. There's a silver and Work Plus Life, teal, turquoise. I think we went through all the mediums. So let me just, there's a few more. Violet, white, winter white. This is a winter blue. There's a snowflake cutout that I do not have. And the winter white, we talked about that one I don't have. Okay, and then that leaves us the expander and the minis. So what we'll do is we'll go through the expander and the minis at another time, because this video is already long. And I knew it was going to take some time, so we will go through the expanders and the mini disc at another time. And like I mentioned, I do have some of the other discs that we mentioned on the list. And if you want to see them, just let me know. But they are pretty much similar to these that I pulled out, because I compared a lot of them before even attempting to do this video. But if there is something that you want to see, be sure to drop me a comment below and let me know, and I'll be happy to share it if I have it. But that is it, guys. That is my metal disc collection, and it's kind of outgrowing these cases that I have for it, but I have really loved using these. And since I already had them and used them for something else, I thought they'd be perfect for my metal disc, but they are getting pretty full now. So thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Drop me a comment below. Let me know what you think of it. Be sure to be on the lookout for part 2, because we'll do that soon. I hope you guys have a great day. Stay creative, be gracious, and I will share again with you soon.